So you're an artist and you want to start your full-time custom sneaker business. I'm proud of you, man. But no, I'm not laughing like it's not possible, because it very much is. There are a lot of successful full-time customizers that support themselves, support them families that really made a name for themselves and really grew their brand. I'm laughing because for some odd reason people think they're going to start a custom sneaker business and just get rich. Raggy? It don't work like that, man. Like I said, you can do it. It takes a lot of hard work, but it's not as simple as picking up an Air Force One, painting said Air Force One, and making racks on racks on racks. So as a part of my community service, I thought it'd be a dope video for me to kind of give you guys some business tips that can help you transition into being a full-time sneaker customizer. Now, it's not as black and white as what people make it seem. It's a lot of hard work and dedication, and I'm not gonna lie, it's not easy. So if you are in this for the long haul, let's get into it. I think with custom, people think of it like a side hustle, which is cool, but when they grow and they get bigger, they never really elevate outside of that. And what I'm saying is they don't really treat their business like a business. So one thing that you guys want to really try to do, to me, is either get like a DBA, doing business as, or an LLC for your business, because then you can get a business checking account, you can get a business credit card, which now is going to help you get better business loans. And I know a lot of customizers don't even think about business loans, but again, if it's a business, majority of businesses get started with a business loan. You need upfront money to help you buy the supplies and the things you need to start your business. So if you're into decon and recon, for example, again, those sewing machines are expensive. You're not going to be able, well, I'm not going to say you're not. You may have a full-time job where you're clocking some paper, you know, you pushing some money, some cash dollar bills, and you can just come out and drop 10 racks on some sewing machines. For the average person, that's not going to happen. So you would have to get a business loan to now buy these sewing machines so you can start your business. There's plenty of pros on why you should have a business account for your business instead of just relying on like your personal credit card or, you know, any personal funds, I guess. And again, you can find all that information online. I'm not an accountant, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not even going to play myself and try to be like, this is why you need a business account. You can find that information on YouTube or Google. I'm just trying to point you in the right direction. Alright? And then another thing is starting a website. I know a lot of us use Instagram and social media for our business. You know, I do as well. I get a lot of business through my DMs, but I still have a website. And why is a website still useful even if you don't use it? Well, because it kind of gives this, it gives people this comfort, or it gives you a certain look of professionalism. Like, even if you don't use the website, when people go to your page and see you have one, people go to your website and see you have one, they tend to get a little bit more comfortable, like you're not really a scam, and it just gives you a more professional look. Like, here's my website. Again, I don't really sell products to my website other than shirts. Probably one of the most important tips, if not the most important, having a nice savings, finances, and money. You know, when you're starting a new business, you're not going to be making any income. Do you have any money set aside to take care of your bills, your mortgage, your car note, your family food? You know, you don't want to just quit your job with no money and just think you're just going to pop off as an artist, because you're just going to end up in a deluxe Doritos bag under a bridge. And nobody wants that, my friend. So again, have a plan, have a savings, have an idea of how you want to approach doing something full-time, especially customizing. And again, I highly suggest having a nice savings account so you don't end up on the struggle bus. A lot of people think it's like the designs. I need to be a better artist. I need to, you know, figure out my style. But a lot of people don't understand and then figure out, you know, the difference between a customizer and a custom sneaker artist. And if you did not know, yes, there is a difference. There's not only a difference in how they do their work, there's a difference in how they approach the business side of it. And then again, you don't have to fall in both of these categories. You can kind of be somewhere in the middle. You can adapt from both. And I'm gonna break it down even further, and that's going to translate into more of how you can be a full-time customizer. So let's break it down like a fraction, shall we? Now, what a customizer is typically somebody that does simple designs that they can mass produce very fast. So drip swooshes, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, the simple Supreme shoes that you see. Now, the whole business model for these kind of customizers are moving weights, pushing product. What you a pushing P? You know what I'm saying? They want to get out as many shoes as possible in the short amount of time. So they do simple designs that they can do that with. So say for example, they charge $250 and they want to be able to sell 12 shoes a week. So in a week's time, they just made $3,000, which is pretty good. Now, the pro to that is obviously you just made $3,000 and you're going to get more business because the average person can afford $250. The con, however, is it's more saturated. I mean, who can't really do a drip swoosh, bro? I mean, let's just be honest. So if you tell somebody, I charge $250, they don't want to pay $250, they're going to find another customizer to do it for $200. You didn't want to do it, you want to go lower, you're not going to make any money. So you just have to take the L. And that's the kind of being a customizer, the typical customizer with doing, you know, the LV and the drip and things like that. You know, there's nothing wrong with it. There's a pro and a con to it. But again, figure out what you want to do. Now, a sneaker artist, me, one of one. I do intricate designs. It may take me a week to finish a shoe, for example, but say in that week I can make the same $3,000 off of one shoe. Now, that's still good, but you're going to get less business. Why? Because the average person is not going to be willing to spend $3,000 like the average person is willing to spend $250. It just doesn't work like that. You're going to get more inquiries and more overall business probably with the $250 if it's quality than you are doing the $3,000. But that's not saying you still don't get business with the $3,000, because again, if I get 4 clients that want to buy shoes from me for $3,000, for an example, and I just do a shoe a week, I could potentially make $12,000 in a month. Whereas for the customizers to do the same thing, they'd have to do, 48 pairs of shoes in a month. Now, again, there's nothing wrong with that. I just prefer to do the one-of-one thing because I like the intricate designs. I like the amount of time I can take on my shoe. I like being as creative as possible. Again, that's not for everybody. You may want to do simple designs that you can get done quickly. So then try that. So those are the bases. Now you have people that do like color blocking that's considered a custom, but they do one-of-one. You also have people that do like character work on shoes, but they mass produce them. So again, you don't have to fall in just one of these two categories. You can kind of figure out how you want to go about it. You also have decon and recon, who again, it's going to take longer. They may do a one-of-one, or you can do decon and recon to where you mass produce it. So you drop 20 shoes. There's really no black and white area, but those are typically the two categories that people start in, and then they gravitate to, you know, different avenues of what they're comfortable with. So try different methods, try different ways, and by you doing that, that's then going to help you find your target audience. Now, what is your target audience? They're going to be the people that follow you, support you, and buy your work. Now, why is that important? Well, that's how you're going to grow. That's how you're going to make your money. Now, let's use myself, right? For an example, I'm a one-of-one sneaker artist. I put anime characters and things like that on a shoe. Now, if I'm doing that and my target audience are the hardcore sneakerheads, you know, that love, you know, re-released shoes and that follow sneaker pages like Sneaker Freaker Magazine or Nice Kicks, Sneaker News, you know, the hardcore sneakerhead pages where you want drops and you're into reselling and things like that, it's not going to mesh very well, player. Now, there are exceptions to the rule because I've been posted by like Nice Kicks and Sneaker Freaker Magazine and different sneaker pages like that. I even just got posted by Jordan's Daily. But if you read the comments, oh baby, hell no. What even is this? A whopping absolutely not for me, dog. More like Dragon's diarrhea. The Dragon's diarrhea is kind of funny. Now, there were some positive comments as well, but that is not the point. The point is, my target audience for the style of custom sneaker art or customs that I do aren't just following those pages. You know, those pages are people that are looking for drops and want exclusives and resell and things like that, right? So if that's your target audience, you want to be featured on those pages, you want people to buy your work after they see you on those pages, you're going to have to do more of the, I guess, more factory approach when it comes to custom. So something like decon or recon with the shoe surgeon. Normally sneakerheads don't like shoes to be painted. I guess they feel like it kind of takes away from the shoe or it ruins its integrity. So again, if you're into like art like me, your target audience is going to be more so people that are into art or that are into customs as well. They may be sneakerheads. Not all sneakerheads are going to be like, oh no, I don't rock with customs. Some do, but a lot of them don't. So keep that in mind. If you're new here, welcome. Hit that subscribe button for your boy Player. Again, give the video a big thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it. Remember, everything deserves a little color. Until next time.